It is what it is. Hey, I saw the results. I still woke up and chased. I'm hungry for this. I'm hungry for this. Bro. I want the world and everything in it. I just told my girl I love her, said she loving me, but she mad at me, so she spell it L-U-V. Living lavishly, walk around in double C. Got no salary, everything I kill I eat. They all doubted me, till they see me on the screen. They all proud of me, same people that ain't believe. Burning calories, running shit up with my team. Say your majesty, know I'm living like a king. About 25 a day, that's just my daily schedule. Ain't about who doing better, cause we gon' win together. I hit another level, I had to apply the pressure. Was showing up for free, now I charge them extra.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to No Middleman. This is season 1, episode 35. We are on episode 35 of the No Middleman podcast. We're going to have a great show tonight. As you see by the thumbnail, it's the Great Reset. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that gentleman on the thumbnail, but that is Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense or the Defense Secretary, however you want to say it. But we ready for tonight. What's up? Tez already in the building, 333. What's up? Jen said 333.
Hey, Jen. Hey, Tez.
Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight so far. We also have the phone line ready. So we will allow a part of that segment later on in the show tonight. We were able to figure out the telephone line, so we do have that. We'll drop the number for anybody who wants to chime in on the telephone line to give any feedback on any of the topics that we talk about tonight. With that being said, we're going to do some housekeeping first. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you put a comment if you're interactive with the chat. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to all channels. We have my channel, Souls of Thought. We got Uncle Plug and Uncle Plug TV. Then we have Conversations with Soft Rain. That's Rain like Rain Supreme, REIGN. And then also our other partners, Tez at Tez Down. You can catch him there on YouTube. And then also the Classic Codes. You'll catch him. He pretty much, those two both drop pretty much every day of the week. Tez will actually be up tonight. Shout out to Lady C. She has some stuff going on, but she let us know she will be back next week for the next show. So shout out to Lady C if you're watching. As Soft Rain just said, welcome. While you're here, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment in the chat, and subscribe. Don't miss out on the next live. So yeah, we're gonna get right into this thing tonight, man. We ain't gonna even wait too long to get into it. So we finna get into it. This is our icebreaker. I'm calling the icebreaker the Great Reset. I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but Pete has been on fire today. And we have two veterans here. You know, I got my uniform on. It's still fit because I'm still in shape. And he's going to talk about that. And then we also have your boy Uncle Plug, who served as well. But we're going to preview two of these quick videos. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on how you feel about the new move of the military.
Our DNA. Today, at my direction, we are also adding a combat field test for combat arms units that must be executable in any environment at any time and with combat equipment. These tests, they'll look familiar. They'll resemble the Army Expert Physical Fitness Assessment or the Marine Corps Combat Fitness Test. I'm also directing that warfighters in combat jobs execute their service fitness test at a gender-neutral, age-normed male standard scored above 70%. It all starts with physical fitness and appearance. If the Secretary of War can do regular, hard PT, so can every member of our joint force. Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. And as the chairman said, yes, there is no PT test. But today, at my direction, every member of the joint force at every rank is required to take a PT test twice a year, as well as meet height and weight requirements twice a year, every year of service. Also today, at my direction, every warrior across our joint force is required to do PT every duty day. Should be common sense. I mean, most units do that already, but we're codifying it. And we're not talking like hot yoga and stretching. real hard PT, either as a unit or as an individual. At every level, from the Joint Chiefs to everyone in this room to the youngest private, leaders set the standard. And so many of you do this already. Active, guard, and reserve. This also means grooming standards. No more beards, long hair, superficial individual expression. We're going to cut our hair, shave our beards, and adhere to standards. Because it's like the broken windows theory of policing. It's like when you let the small stuff go, the big stuff eventually goes. So you have to address the small stuff. This is on duty in the field and in the rear. If you want a beard, you can join special forces. If not, then shave. We don't have a military full of Nordic pagans, but unfortunately, we have had leaders who either refuse to call BS and enforce standards, or leaders who felt like they were not allowed to enforce standards. Both are unacceptable. And that's why today, at my direction, the era of unprofessional appearance is over. No more beardos. The era of rampant and ridiculous shaving profiles is done. Simply put, if you do not meet the male level physical standards for combat positions, cannot pass a PT test, or don't want to shave and look professional, it's time for a new position or a new profession. I sincerely appreciate the proactive efforts the secretaries have already taken in some of those areas, service secretaries. And these directives are intended to simply accelerate those efforts. On the topic of standards, allow me a few words to talk about toxic leaders. Upholding and demanding high standards is not toxic. Enforcing high standards, not toxic leadership. Leading warfighters toward the goals of high, gender-neutral, and uncompromising standards in order to forge a cohesive, formidable, and lethal Department of War is not toxic. It is our duty.
So that's the first video. And then this next one, he's
I
not
ain't got no
on.
problem with that.
What you said?
I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, we're going to discuss it. And then even on this next section, they're changing it at all levels. They're actually going to be able to put them paws back on you at basic military training.
Ooh, yeah.
Listen up.
We must train and we must maintain. Any moment that we are not training on our mission or maintaining our equipment is a moment we are less prepared for preventing or winning the next war. That is why today, at my direction, we are drastically reducing the ridiculous amount of mandatory training that individuals and units must execute. We've already ended the most egregious. Now we're giving you back real time. Less PowerPoint briefings and fewer online courses, more time in the motor pool, and more time on the range. Our job is to make sure you have the money, equipment, weapons, and parts to train and maintain, and then you take it from there. You all know this because it's common sense. The tougher and the higher the standards in our units, the higher the retention rates in those units. Warriors want to be challenged. Troops want to be tested. When you don't train and you don't maintain, you demoralize. And that's when our best people decide to take their talents to the civilian world. The leaders who created the woke department have already driven out too many hard chargers. We reverse that trend right now. There is no world in which high-intensity war exists without pain, agony, and human tragedy. We are in a dangerous line of work. You are in a dangerous line of work. We may lose good people. But let no warrior cry out from the grave, if only I had been properly trained. We will not lose warfighters because we failed to train or equip them or resource them. Shame on us if we do. Train like your warriors' lives depend on it, because they do. To that point, basic training is being restored to what it should be: scary, tough, and disciplined. We're empowering drill sergeants to instill healthy fear in new recruits, ensuring that future warfighters are forged. Yes, they can shark attack, they can toss bunks, they can swear, and yes, they can put their hands on recruits. This does not mean they can be reckless or violate the law, but they can use tried and true methods to motivate new recruits.
So as you see there, that's our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth. Probably one of the most amazing talks I've heard in a long time. But I want to start with you all. How you feel about the first standard he talked about? Of course, getting back to combat standards. They're going to be doing PT every day. That's every branch 5 days a week. Everybody's
doing that?
Everybody, yeah, well, certain branches. And then also you're going to have to maintain your certain height and weight, and all physical tests when it comes to combat related career fields will be gender neutral. That means a woman will be held to the same standard as a man if she wants to be a combat person. There's no longer two different standards for two different genders. There'll be a gender neutral standard. And then lastly, as you heard, they're able to put them paws back on these kids when they get to basic military training. So
Love it.
so I want to hear what everybody got to say, then I'll go last. So if you want to go first, Bud, you welcome to it.
Hey, I love the smoke. Boy, and basic boy, they used to smoke your boy. And it wasn't even my fault. I was getting smoked for somebody else. I love it. Bring back that old military because everybody just in there hanging out. They traveling, having a good time. They acting like it's a college campus and all that. We need to get back to the business. Get in. We need to get back to the business. They say they can put their hands on you. They can get in your face. They get out. Break them down. Get them out of there before basic evening's over with. Get them back to that cattle truck where they shut you off in there and it's all pitch black and you hear somebody going,
Berthas.
I want to go home. Take your ass home then. I knew I was a psychopath because, boy, I tell you, when they shut them doors and they started crying, bro, I was in there like this right here, bro. I was in there going, because it ain't nothing but it outside these doors can say to me that my man didn't say to me. You understand me? Didn't say nothing but everything he said. Yes, sir. Yes, Sergeant. Yes, drill sergeant. Yes, drill sergeant. Yes, drill sergeant. Let's go get it. You understand me? I love it. Let's get back to the fundamentals. Let's get back to what made us the strongest military on the earth. Let's get back to the get to. Hold everybody to the same standard. Everybody from basic training to the Pentagon. Get your lazy ass up. You getting this free ass check. Get your lazy ass up. And let's go. I'm telling you, everybody should have a drill. Everybody should have a drill. Nobody should be exempt. To the Pentagon. You in a suit, you better look good in it. Bye. We got to get out here. We got 102 minutes. We got 102 minutes, and we got a 2-minute mile. We got a 2-mile run. Yeah, all them cigars you smoking. Yeah, all that bourbon and scotch you sipping. Yeah, yeah, finna get your motherfucking ass back in the run. Let's get it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Who is this white man that was on my screen? Who is he? Who is he?
That's Pete Hegseth, man. That's our new secretary. They call him Secretary of War, but of course he's the Secretary.
Oh yeah, they would try to demonize somebody trying to put standard back into the business, huh? Anybody trying to put standard back to the business?
I ain't even played the beginning of it because he talked about this woke ideology that he's ready to get rid of, that is going to be getting rid of. But we wanted to get to the meats and crammings of this thing. What are your thoughts about it, April?
I agree. Me working on a military installation and being around old veterans versus the new people that are coming in, the veterans say, hey, we didn't have a chance to say no. We didn't have the chance to pull out the stress card. We didn't have that. We got told what to do and we did it, or else we had to go, so I'm for it. And if this is going to strengthen our military, and this is going to show the world that America means business. And that's what it is. People, I think other countries look at us like a laughing stock, because things have I think things has gotten out of hand as far as what goes on in the military. There is no standards now. There's some things that I do disagree with as far as like the shaping profiles and whatnot, because some men do have difficulties with, especially African American men have difficulties with shaping and whatnot, and have skin issues and whatnot. And as long as it's maintained, you can still have a beard as long as it's neatly trimmed and maintained. I'm not talking about these long beards, but something close to the skin and something that's going to help maintain the integrity and the healthiness of your skin in those areas. So that's one thing I really don't agree with him on.
Wait, in all actuality, You can go get the clippers and bring that thing down. You just gonna have to hit it every day. You know what I'm saying? You get some trimmers, and bring it right down.
Yeah,
You know,
or
you got baby faces anyway.
Yeah, or have that somebody come in who is educated in that area. Some of the young men don't know how to shave because they've never been taught, and they never had guidance for that too. So have somebody come in for that and say, hey, no, this is how you need to keep it done, you know, so that you don't have these issues with your skin. So that's the only thing that I kind of disagreed on. But everything else, yeah, they need to.
Well, I definitely don't disagree with anything. If anybody want to know, you can go look at that beautiful, handsome man down there on that thumbnail in them blues, ribboned up. Your boy done served this country.
When you decorated, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
You decorated, boy.
I have it all on there because I could have had my security forces on there too. But you know, my ribbon's starting to take up too much of my chest. It was just getting out of hand. So and hey, I was black. And hey, look, I shaved my face.
But you decorated, boy.
You gotta put it out there for the proof in the pudding. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would have did more than 20 years and 23 days if this guy was in charge. Let me say that again. If this guy was in charge, I would have did more than 20 years and 23 days. I would have been on a good 30 piece because these are the standards that I was getting beat down for. This is what I held my people to. People used to call, oh, man, you so mean, Sergeant James. You don't got no sensitivity. Yeah. I'm holding you to the standard because when I came through them doors in 2004, Master Sergeant Burkett, it was like 5'2". She hemmed us up and everything in basic. Hit you in your face, grabbed your arm, put you on the ground. We were still getting hemmed up in 2004. We were still getting hands and paws.
1998.
And we created different monsters back then. You can find anybody who served in the early 90s all the way through the early 2000s, different beasts.
Totally.
All of them. Different beasts.
Totally. Self-discipline.
Yeah, we never understood what was going on. And I hope a lot of people who work with me is now watching this video because if I cuss, I would have told you to F you. But I told y'all 10 years ago that we lost our way in the military. And I knew it because I was the gatekeeper of the military. I recruited from 2014 to 2020. We had our lowest numbers ever of enlistments and accessions from every branch, everybody. The Army had the lowest. They were like 50,000 short. And I told everybody we started to drop our standards and it was going to be the issue that was going to ruin the country. And everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody thought we needed this more sensitive mental health, all this stuff. And I worked in mental health and I still told people we are in trouble if we go to war. I seen it every day I walked into that clinic. I seen people who come in, you in the honor guard for the Air Force and you saying you depressed? Negro, we are flying you around the world. You performing at the NBA All-Star game. You going to the Super Bowl. You at the NHL Stanley Cup and you depressed? At 18 years old? You don't got to stay in the dorm. Come on, y'all. This stuff is go home. And then I never understood this, as you see again, that handsome young man in the blue, that boy was in shape. You know what I mean? 99, you know, every year. Only took the test once a year because you do 90 or above is once a year. With that being said, we should have always had high physical standards. And I always told people this. I never understood, because I only could speak for the Air Force because I was in the Air Force. I never understood as a recruiter. Y'all know how many men and women we lost because they couldn't make height and weight standards, but they didn't have to maintain that when they get into the building? Think about that. We are recruiting you to be a certain height and weight, but you can come into the military and gain as many pounds as you want. That made no sense to me. And then we also lower ASVAB scores for career fields that were already as low as they can get. Some of y'all, I didn't know if you couldn't write your name on the ASVAB. I've just seen kids score single digits. So with that being said, I'm all for the changes. Like he said, if you want your beard, you got to find a new career field. And I agree with him. Go do what you need to do and everything will be good. You know what I mean? But I'm really curious because I'm going to call my peeps over at the clinic out there in DC. I'm trying to see how they're going to get you 5 days of PT. because I used to fight for my airmen to have 2 days of PT. And I used to get knocked down from leadership saying, we got to have the clinic open. Our patients and our veterans got to come into the clinic. Well, now you're demanding 5 days a week of physical training. And he also said in his speech, it can't be no hot yoga. It can't be none of that. It's physical training.
Bruh, when did they start with 5 days of training? We did 2 miles every day. We did an extensive workout every day. On Friday, we did 4 miles. It was a battalion run every Friday, 4 miles. Your left, your left, right, left.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, hey, we finna be ready.
But I was doing pull-up like, not like this. No, we were.
And see, that's what I'm saying. You know, the world sees America and they see what's going on in the military now, and they're like, they can't defend themselves.
I told people,
what is that person gonna do? Hold the card up? No, don't shoot me.
I told
You know?
people this. I said once we started to look like the world, I knew we were done.
Yeah.
When I couldn't tell the guy when he was off duty that he wasn't in the military, I knew we were done.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Oh,
guys.
yeah, you can see the difference now.
I'm seeing guys get off duty. They putting grills in their mouth, earrings all in their ear. They got dreads and they had a fro all week at work. Like, this stuff is crazy. Like, these people wanted to be for the streets, bro.
Yeah.
And I knew we were in trouble. I knew we were in trouble.
Point him out. Oh, he military.
Y'all.
Man.
Can't
do it now.
Good icebreaker, man. Good icebreaker. I had to break it in, and I'm calling it the Great Reset. So there's a lot that's going to happen. A lot, like he said, they're going to lose a lot of good people, but you're not going to lose a lot of great soldiers. I'm going to say that again. You will lose a lot of good people, but you won't lose a lot of great soldiers. You're going to see people who are blessed. You're going to see people get promoted. Y'all talking about seeing black people get to higher ranks. Y'all know we athletic. That's what y'all know. I don't normally talk about race on here, but black people, we do our thing. We be doing our thing when it comes to that. You finna see a lot of African American chiefs. You finna see a lot of 2-star, 3 stars, chiefs, black, everything. Because no offense to my people, I love y'all Caucasians, but we're a different breed when it come out to start being competitive, and it's about the physical nature of things. I know doctors who worked in a mental health clinic who had a waiver to never do a PT test because we were short on doctors and providers. It was people who served in uniform that never had to run around a track. They didn't have to do a sit-up. They didn't have to do a push-up. They went and got their waist measured, and they came back to the clinic. That was a slap in the face to everybody else who had to stay in shape for 20 plus years. Telling you.
I have a question though. And then, but okay, so there's this I don't know if she made Master Sergeant or not, Green, that just retired out the Army.
LaToya Green. Shout out to Master Sergeant LaToya Green.
Okay, so how do you feel about the women who has physical strength like she does? She's physically, strong, and she's, capable of doing the PT test and everything like that, but her body physique, her measurements don't match what the standard is. Well, how do you feel about that?
She need a matchup. Nobody told. See, and I'm gonna answer you quick. I see what you're saying. I do. I like LaToya Green. I think she dope. She actually in the state of Texas, super dope. She does a lot of speeches, a lot of mentor stuff. She know her job. I ain't gonna front nothing with that. But I'm gonna tell you this: the military started to allow people to wear the uniform and focus more on their extracurricular activities than serving the country. She got to that size and got comfortable because she's a powerful lady. She liked the power lift, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want you to be a bodybuilder. We want you to be a war-ready warrior.
Okay, I understand that.
Like for real. Like for real. And it's everybody's fault, April. It ain't her fault. It's everybody's fault because
I understand. I just wanted your opinion.
Yeah, that's what we do in everything, right? Like we wanted LeBron to be an activist. No, he's a basketball player. let him play basketball. Like when they said shut up and dribble, that's what they're gonna have to start saying in the military. Shut up and serve. I didn't tell you to come here to be a gymnast, a power lifter, a bodybuilder. Take all that curricular activity stuff. You need to meet our standard.
He said less time at the more time at the range and less time at the motor pool.
Yep, like for real. Like, but I see what you're saying though, April.
I was administration. I was administration. So if we had an Air Force in that little country time, you know what I'm saying? If we had in my country time, if we had an Air Force or Navy, I would have probably been Air Force and Navy. I'd have never went on. I'd have never went on.
Where did you do basic?
Where?
Where? Yeah.
Fort Leonard.
What did you do? Little. Okay.
In Fort Lee, Virginia.
That's
quartermaster. Quartermaster, too hype, too what, too hype, too what? You know the real deal. Oh. Stay and step, bitch, lock and load, like a load. Boom, click, boom, get it. What too high, too high, mighty Mike. Oh. 1998. Stay with you forever.
Let me catch up on these comments. Plug in that thing. Hey, Trisha said that's great. It seems like they're focused on getting masculine, fearless men to strengthen the military. Take that LMOP out of it. Yes, sir. Lynn Bell, welcome in. Hello. Like I said, the best quote of the speech was, "If you're airborne or chairborne." Yes, sir. Hey, Jen said, "Hey, Lynn, Oz, Tristan, and Tez." Let's see here. Oz said, "Sorry, good evening, Jen." Hey, what's up, Jen? Jen, the celebrity in this thing now. Oz said, Sanders, plug, agree. Oz said, plug, go watch the full 45. Yeah, it was one of the best speeches I've seen in a long time. Lynn said, "I survived basic. I have no sympathy for the weak." Yes, ma'am. And you went in before me. I said, "Oh, yeah." I'm gonna have to let Plug do the bad words. LOL, nice stack, Norris. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? I served my country. Sure was. Yep, it was back. It was crazy back in the day. That boy sold looked like a paint store. Look at that, cut them colors. Yes, sir. Hey, pick whatever color you want, Tristan. I had them all, marksman and everything. So I see the coming. I said E4 Mafia calling 4 stars. They're fat. I love it. For all who don't know that, he's talking like the people who already made it to E4. But yeah, hey, it's gonna be real out there, man. Holding people accountable, because it is the leaders who out there looking a mess. And that was one of the things LaToya Green talked a lot about. He talked a lot about the leaders who weren't setting the example, and then they judged. So she actually got the Army standards changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The day she retired, 2 weeks later, they changed them back. So, man, but shout out to LaToya Green, man. Maybe we can get her on here one day, man. Shout out to her, though. But, yeah, I think the main thing has to stay the main thing to answer that question, April. I think they're going to have to get back to the main thing is the main thing. And I'm going to tell y'all this. When I was stationed in Korea in Osan, everybody went to go visit the DMV out there in North Korea. Those North Korea soldiers look like Goku. Like for real. Like I didn't know a Korean could be 6'6". You didn't see that in South Korea. You go to North Korea, them boys standing on that wall. Then at that time I was security force, so we got the little intel briefing. Those men were trained to swim with their ammo and weapons. Swim from North Korea to South Korea. They show videos of their training regimen. That's what killers look like. No pun intended for content purposes only. That's what real warriors look like. When you prepare to do stuff like that, it's the real deal. I'm telling you. So God bless America, man. The Great Reset is starting. I know there's going to be a lot of pushback. But I'm going to say this too. I retired, but I'm going to tell a lot of y'all, really think before you get out. I mean, the market ain't you ain't going to be as marketable as you think. if you close to that retirement, you might want to shave that beard and get that 20 because it ain't as sweet as it look. People don't care. That's another thing. That's why people don't understand. We have degraded the military so bad by our presence that the outside world no longer honors the military. Back in the day, you could say you were a veteran and get a job.
Quickly.
Not now. Because you can't tell a veteran from a YN now. So, but as we talking about weight standards and him using the word fat, we are not fat shamers up here, so I just want y'all to know that. This is just the content. I used to be a fat boy at one point, you know. Love used to be a big boy at one point, you know. April doing her journey, everybody doing their thing. So we are not fat shamers, but we must play the content. And Pete started it off, so we're gonna keep it going here. This is nothing but the truth here.
Sure.
We're gonna play his video, and he said fat people should date fat people. Wait for it.
Do you have a type?
I like muscle bound. I like, medium height. I like a man that's very masculine, in the way he carries himself. He's not like super communicative. Like I believe like a real man is of a few words,
So what attracted you to my page?
Your looks, if I'm being honest.
You're attracted to somebody who's muscle bound. But if you meet a man who is health conscious and cares about his looks, that takes a lot of work.
It
right?
does.
Why do you think that a man who has put in that much energy into his health would be even attracted to somebody who aesthetically has not put the same work in for herself?
Oh shit.
So listen, he asked me if I had a type. I don't really have a type.
You did. You were very specific. You said muscle bound.
I said what
muscle
I don't.
bound.
No. What I said was I don't like tall, skinny guys.
You don't. You told us what you didn't like. You said muscle bound. Though.
I'm a big girl. We just won't go together.
A lot of the time, there's no accountability. You have not been in the gym.
I have not.
I don't need your confirmation on that. I can see it.
Yeah.
Mean girl ish.
Y'all need me to plug. Y'all good? Everybody good?
We could run it back one more time if you want.
One more again.
Man, this is the
Hold on. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting all that. I ain't watch all of it. That's crazy.
Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
Sure.
Do you have a type?
I like muscle bound. I like, medium height. I like a man that's very masculine, in the way he carries himself. He's not like super communicative. Like I believe like a real man is of a few words,
So what attracted you to my page?
Your looks, if I'm being honest.
You're attracted to somebody who's muscle bound. But if you meet a man who is health conscious and cares about his looks, that takes a lot of work.
It
right?
does.
Why do you think that a man who has put in that much energy into his health would be even attracted to somebody who aesthetically has not put the same work in for herself?
Oh shit.
So listen, he asked me if I had a type. I don't really have a type.
You did. You were very specific. You said muscle bound.
I said what
muscle
I don't.
bound.
No. What I said was I don't like tall, skinny guys.
You don't. You told us what you didn't like. You said muscle bound. Though.
I'm a big girl. We just won't go together.
A lot of the time, there's no accountability. You have not been in the gym.
I have not.
I don't need your confirmation on that. I can see it.
Yeah.
Man, this is the nothing.
So, whoever would like to go first, I have some thoughts about it because I didn't know that was who that was speaking on the stage with him, but that's his wife. But
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
This is wife. So that's why she came that mean girl-ish.
So whoever want to go first, you can start.
Ooh.
Y'all believe in his thought process that big people should date big people.
You want me to go, Blood?
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay. Everybody has their preference. I myself do not prefer to date a plus size gentleman. Even though I am plus size. But that's just a preference. Now, I have seen fit men who prefer plus size women. Just because you're plus size doesn't necessarily mean that you don't take care of it. A lot of people put a stigma on plus size people, period, and think that they're unclean or they don't take care of themselves or whatever. You know, they don't dress well, they don't present themselves well. But that's not the case always. And I think it all boils down, honestly, to preference. And now that I know that she's his wife, she went in hard, mean girl-ish, because she technically flirted, I would say, a little flirt with the host, saying, your looks brought me here, that's why I'm here, or that's what attracted me to the page. So I think that's what she was trying to do, you know, discourage her in that way, or be mean girl-ish because she made a slight pass at her husband.
No, I don't think that was it.
You don't think that was it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Plug.
Well, no, I just think she was letting her know, like, being for real. Like, why would you go for that? That's just like telling somebody, you know, you want a certain type of car, a certain type of house, and you only make that type of money. So why would you want that type of man and you ain't even that type of woman? So you're trying to tell us, stop reaching beyond your means and stay in your lane.
But everybody has their own preferences. I'm
Now,
sorry.
I know what will piss her off is looking at her face. She's a beautiful girl.
Absolutely.
She that big. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, get your together, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of man you want. Then put that same work in. Because if he asks you, you going to the gym with me? You going?
She needs to be ready for that. She needs to be ready for that answer. I mean, she needs to be ready to answer him on that. If he finds her attractive the way she is, but wants to encourage her to go to the gym and say, "Hey, if we're gonna do this, you're gonna do this with me," then she needs to be open to doing that with him.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the kind of man that she
Most
wants.
won't go. If they do, they'll go once or twice, and it'll be a done deal.
Then the relationship is done. She don't want to be with him.
The relationship won't be done. They're gonna continue doing what they do, you know, and it's just gonna continue doing what they do, and other one gonna continue doing what they do.
Mm.
I don't know too many couples that do work out together. I don't know too many.
So,
do I believe that fat should date fat?
Okay, that's what I was just going to say. Nobody answered the question.
Yeah.
If that's their preference, then let them. I mean, if that's what they want. To me, it all boils down to preference.
Yeah, obviously, is right.
So, I do agree with April. Her reaction was because she asked a question to gauge how she was going to respond to the lady. I know everybody's not going to agree with that. That's just my mental health mind. That's what I see. Mm-hmm. That nobody asks a question like, April, what made you want to join the No Middleman podcast? Like, nobody's going to ask you. No woman's going to ask her that question, knowing that her husband is right there. She want that answer. That answer didn't change the information she was going to give, but it changed. She delivered it. Because you even get to see her husband. He was like, whoa. He wasn't ready for that. Uh-uh. And then, too, for me, she was very aggressive for a person who used to be fat.
I was looking at her. I was like, she doesn't.
Her and her husband were both overweight. They both changed their lives. They both got healthy. I think we have to be very self-aware that you can give stern and constructive criticism, but your delivery, because if your man never got in shape, we would never know if you would have got in shape. Yeah, I know this couple, so I follow them. I'm speaking from just knowledge of following them. Like you're literally riding the coattails of your husband's personality, and then you're carrying that in. Mm. And then when you look at him, he's still not muscular. I don't know if y'all watch like he's not what you.
He work. I think isn't he actively working on it? Maybe
he works out, but he ain't no Clark Kent or nothing. He ain't no. You know what I mean? Like he's in shape now. He's in better shape at this point. Mm-hmm. But if some men would call him overweight. So
Some of the dude that was in the Jersey.
yeah.
Yeah, that's her husband.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight too because he did some time. He did a lot. Like he was in prison. He did some time. He came out. He reinvented himself of being this truth teller, which he does provide very raw, honest responses, and that's where he got his bag from. To me, Plug, I would think if you watched him, you'll think of a male Love Dorsey. That's what he gives off. He got the street mentality. He has the street mind. So he gives out some good information because he just keeping it raw and uncut. With that being said, I think that's a great question because I never thought about it. Should fat people date fat people? I never thought about it, but that's a great question though. Like when you really sit back and think, what makes you think? Because I can speak for myself. When I was fat and overweight, I didn't find myself attractive. So I still got girls, but in my mind, I didn't find myself attractive like that. So I do wonder what makes a person who may not look like what they want think it's okay for them to go get what they want.
Well, even at to answer that a little bit, even at my highest weight, which I don't mind, 420 pounds was my highest weight. I was confident. Now there were some days where I was like, yeah, April, you got to do something about this. But I was confident in who I was. And my preference is my preference. I can't see myself being with somebody my same size and enjoying life.
But why?
So why? Because the physical is not the physical. He won't fit too well in between my legs. The intimacy wouldn't be good. I can't see the intimacy being good.
Okay, so you being transparent. You're saying that technically from your perspective, that's your vision, that I need someone smaller who can maneuver and do the things they need to do for you. Okay. That was a good question. You know what I mean? And for anybody, hey, April actually sent this topic over, so it's not something she's uncomfortable talking about.
No, I'm comfortable in talking about it.
I just want people to know. Let's get to these comments real quick. I'm very as classic is in the chat.
Classic in here. Let me know if you want me to read. I'm open to reading.
Go ahead.
It's up to you. You want me to read?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tristan said, "It's good to see sisters holding each other accountable." Rye said, "Awful." Hi.
Yeah, I told
Is
everybody.
Rye or RY? Let us know.
Welcome in. Welcome. He or she, I don't know if you're female or male, but welcome in.
I said, unfortunately, Norris, I've had 2 Army vets work for me, and sir, I would not hire another. Now, Marines, I've had 1 and would hire another. No Air Force, nor another branch, but Army, nope.
Okay.
Tristan says, she's not a mean girl. She's just spitting facts. This woman over here talking about her preference, which is okay, but where has that gotten her? Understood. Yeah. Hey, classic. What's the word?
I think he got it now. I think so.
Tristan said, I think that if you focus on living healthier, the weight will come off. I'm experiencing that right now, literally. Absolutely. Tristan said, my dog in here, 333. Classic said, I believe people's lifestyle habits need to be in alignment. If she doesn't already have fitness habits, I'm cool. I understand that. I can agree. Classic said, if a man is a foodie, he needs to date a foodie, not a fitness influencer.
Some fitness influencers are foodies, though.
Yeah. I said, hey, sorry, y'all. I had to chime in with the headline, but I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Got to finish packing. It's elk season opener. Be safe and stay well. Chat soon.
Be safe out there, man. Be safe out there. That weather about to start changing too, man. Be safe. That rain and that cold. Be safe.
Mm-hmm. Classic said, yes, I believe it boils down to habits. If one person is big and the other is fit, they don't have the same priorities. That's going to be a mismatch.
I can dig that.
Classic said, big should date big because of the lifestyles matching. Tristan said, yes, they already created a movement to normalize this. So why would you not want to date somebody who's big just like you?
Hey, Okay, sure.
Classic said the answer is delusion souls.
Oh man, y'all go. Okay.
So we never
Hey,
disappoint.
Tez.
Yeah, at all. He come in on it.
Classic said, when I was big, the level of physically attractive women I could get with little to no effort went way down. I understand that. It's levels to foodies souls.
Hey Tez, I sent you the link on your check your DM. If you want to still come up, you're welcome to. I sent you the link. Yeah, so all right. Seems like we had some mixed reviews there.
Yeah.
Like we had some mixed reviews. It was a very good. I didn't get that was my first time watching it all with you guys, so I pretty much said what he said here. Go ahead, baby.
Ted said, I have never in real life seen a woman think that she didn't qualify for the most fit looking guy, regardless of what she looked like.
So let me ask you this from April, from a man's standpoint, to let me get a woman's perspective.
Okay.
Do you feel women, due to what you all have, that men want, due to what you all have that men want, do you feel women are more delusional than men?
Good question.
Due to what all we have, are we more delusional?
Due to what you have, because you have something that all men want.
Of course.
Do you feel that allows women to be more delusional than men?
In what way, though?
Like, do you think a woman?
In everything.
You ain't gonna get a straight answer out of that one.
Yeah, like me and Classic just said it, right? We both said when we were underweight, we recognized what we wasn't able to obtain. We see it, like we knew. We had some women, but we knew that we didn't have what we could have.
Okay, the caliber of woman changed because you were overweight.
Not even caliber, because even when I was chubby, I was still beating some bad ones. You know, you can still get a bad one, but at the same time, I knew like my radar was different. I wasn't really scanning the same way that I was scanned when I'm in shape and running and doing. So like, do you feel that women, because technically the woman has the power, so do you think that power makes you more delusional with your preferences? Not saying, I'm just saying women in general.
Yeah, women in general, yes. But let me ask you this: do you and Classic? Do you think, and Plug too, if you want to answer?
I was able to say that.
Plug was So when you were heavier and not in your best shape, and you felt like you couldn't pull the same woman that you desired when you were skinnier, or the same or whatever, so you couldn't pull that same woman, do you think it was a confidence issue?
For me, I would say yeah. I would say yeah, because I do see some heavy set guys out here who be pulling some, and they don't look back. They're not looking to get healthy. So I think so. I think, but that also doesn't speak to my question that I asked you though, because I think that's two different things. I think that even though that big boy not delusional though, he might get one or two, but trust me, deep down, he probably wish he could get in shape. It probably just something that he doesn't have the discipline to do at that time.
Okay.
But you did agree that you feel women are a little bit more delusional
in everything.
Oh, okay.
Across the board. Than men, yes.
Thank you for finally answering the question.
Go ahead,
April. You're welcome, Blood. Ted said, I have never in real life seen a woman think that she didn't qualify for the most fit looking guy, regardless of what she looked like. Classic said, I was big with unlimited access to all the 4s and 5s. Now unlimited 8 to 10s. Classic said, it's delusion of the body positivity movement. Classic said, women are infinitely more delusional than men. This is a fact. Classic said, women are raised to be delusional. Ted said reality trumps confidence. Classic said, when you are attractive, the amount of effort it takes to have your way with women changes. Fat boys have to spend money and do extras. In shape men just have to show up. First date is in the bed.
And another thing you forgot to you know what I'm saying, point out, cause is that third leg. Sometimes the third leg move a lot more mountains as well, sir.
Classic said, heavyset guys overwork for the coochie.
So they really
People be forgetting about that guy. And most dudes be, sometimes when, you know what I'm saying, when the pond water is moist, you know what I mean? Dudes forget about that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you said. Yeah. I see what you said.
She might be big, but when she she go over and that thing go, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother ball game.
That's true.
He said, man ain't gonna say nothing to that, bro. Man, you tripping, man. She go, baby, what you gonna cook? But that'd be a whole nother ball game. Y'all be talking about the looks and the aesthetics and all that right there. Sometimes it be organs. Throwing that out there. You know what I mean? Most of us like, why he ain't gonna want to be with me and this, that, and the girl with that monkey? You know, about to tell you, I'm be the friend that's gonna tell you. I'm saying, shout look.
He said organ.
that monkey was splacking. That's it. That monkey was splacking, and he wanted to splack. And you is a good monkey. He gonna be back.
They hit the right note. They hit the right notes on the organ. They hit the right notes on the organ.
That's it. To be like, listen, we ain't going nowhere out there. No, we ain't going to the quick trip together. No, we ain't going to get no plates. If we go get some chicken on the corner store, guess what? You gonna stay in the car. I'm gonna go get it, or you going and I'm staying. And then when we get back, after we get that smacking off that and getting the crumbs off my shirt, guess what? You gonna go to the booty. I ain't gonna even get naked. Just put the shirt right over the neck and and that's it.
Oh goodness!
Hey, what
Let's talk about that.
What they say? Don't tell no.
Don't kill nobody. Bang, bang, bang.
Rest in peace to our guy.
My Pop with a spoon, my man.
Classic said, I didn't like having to talk to women and get them to like me. I like when the women choose me from across the room and all I have to do is let it happen. I understand that.
Do you know what it feels like to see, connect, approach, talk, and accomplish? I got something to tell you. I don't give a damn. I always had something to say since I was a jit. Since I was a young man, I always had something to say.
Me too.
I always had something to say. I always had some delightful conversation. You know, we spit this we spew this rhetoric here on this platform, but when we get face to face, I got something to tell you.
Uncle Fool, man.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
He said Uncle Fool, but that's yes, sir, man. So that's crazy. Truth behind, hey, that was that. You know what? I gotta give April a round of applause. That's part of the first topic.
She answered the question.
You answered the question.
You did that.
You almost missed it.
Almost.
But Plug kind of brought you back. And you hit the target, man. So everybody hit a 333 in the chat for April, man. This is a big moment. We must celebrate all milestones because
on the first of the fiscal year.
As my boy Plug would say, everybody need a win, dog.
Everybody need a win.
I don't know how long it's gonna last. Gotta win, man. Shout out to
April. By the end of the show.
Shout out to April, man. So April, let's see if you can get a win on this top. Thank you, Jen. Y'all hit them threes. There we go. Tristan said April is brave enough to have the conversation. We appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you, Tristan. Thank you, Lynn.
So
They love you out there, April. They love you, girl.
So the next topic is, I don't know if you're gonna stay winning on this one, but the next topic is a woman refuses to cook or clean.
Who is this strange individual?
We're gonna be going over to the Anton Daniels channel to hear this lovely lady speak about what she will not do. Thank you, Classic 333. So let's see here.
Hey, hold on, before you get started, because you see that picture. That's probably why she ain't got to. What that mom do, shopping.
You so stupid. So here we go.
Okay, so here's 3 things I do not do in my relationship. They are super controversial, so leave that in the comments. Okay. All right. Number 1, I do not call my man. Okay. Now, when my man leaves in the morning for work or to do whatever he needs to do, whether it's work, whether it's the dilly dally, whatever, he won't hear from me until he calls me, unless there's an emergency. Now, I don't do this on purpose. I'm just one of those people that don't really call many people at all unless I have to, and unless you're my mom or my sister. Other than that, we're not talking on the phone all day. I like to have my time to myself, and I think that's important, especially if y'all live together. Like, you should not be talking to your significant other all day, every day. But when he does call me, we do have a conversation. Obviously, I'm not going to just shoot him off the phone, but yeah, I don't call him. And I think that if I did call him excessively throughout the day, he would start to be concerned, like, why are you calling me so much? Like, this is out of your normal behavior.
Well, that's because she's basically trained her guy how to treat her, right? And so it would be out of the normal because that's not something that she's always done. But in reality, I don't really understand this because everybody, my daughter, my girl, my mom, a lot of people make sure that I know where they are at all times, that they are safe wherever it is that they go, all of that type of stuff. And more importantly, they just reach out because they just want to hear your voice, or, you know what I'm saying? They just want to interact. So I'm not really tripping about it because I understand it from the lens of, oh, okay, got to make sure that, you're busy and maybe he just don't want to be bothered that often or whatever, so on and so forth. But in reality, I think that most women should yearn for you. Most women should want your attention. And your relationship can't be so sterile from a woman's perspective, right? From a guy's perspective, you're busy, you're building, you're going to get it, you take care of business. But from a woman's perspective, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Where you at? Like, it's almost like she don't really like you. And it's just a really sterile transactional relationship if this is a sentiment that you guys have inside of it.
And I don't think many men like to be bothered, especially men that are busy and have actual things going on. Number 2, I do not cook and clean on a regular basis. So
all right, that's where we draw the line at. That is where we draw the line at. That's just pure laziness, in my opinion. Pure laziness. The cooking, I can understand it if y'all just busy all of the time or whatever, and you don't really have a traditional family setting, especially if you don't have no kids or whatever like that. But the cleaning, nah, I wouldn't be bothered with that. That's a setup for failure long term, and that's not something that you want to be associated with at all. That is not. Let me say that again for the people in the back. That is a setup for failure, and that is not something that you want to be associated with. But let her elaborate a little bit.
I probably cook at least once or twice out the week. This does not bother him. When we got together, I let him know I'm not a very domestic woman. But he wasn't looking for a very domestic woman anyways, which is fine. Works out perfectly for both of us. But he does love when I cook. So there will be times where if I'm going a long period of without cooking, he'd be like, hey, are you gonna cook something? Because he does love my cooking. And I'm actually going to take some baking classes very soon because I do want to learn how to use a mixer and start baking for the holiday season. So that's something that we're both looking forward to.
Let me say this, right? Every relationship is different. I don't think that she's saying something that's so wild once she added the context. I don't think that she's saying something that's so wild that it's just like, oh, no, make sure you don't. Different guys got different preferences, and so I'm taking that into consideration when I'm having this conversation right now. The cleaning part is more important than the cooking part for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a space to where I don't require for my chick to cook like that. A lot of times we even bring in somebody just because it's just more convenient and it's easier for us to be able to deal with it and all of the cleaning up after the cooking and all of that stuff. But my girl cook, you know what I'm saying? So it's way different for me. The cleaning part, because she just skipped over that. She talked about I want to take baking classes and all of that. I think that that's awesome. God bless you. And I'm not that's going, ain't none of my brothers going, we ain't going, bro. But salute to her.
Number 3, I do not buy my man gifts. Now, I know y'all probably like, what do you do in this relationship? I do a lot in this relationship. It's just not the norm. So
I would like to know the what she does do versus what she doesn't do.
I don't buy my man gifts on a consistent basis, like a regular basis, outside of birthdays and holidays. I will throw in like a small little gesture here.
So as you see there, she did a lot of double talking in that video. She started off saying that she doesn't cook or clean. Then she said, I do cook sometimes, once or twice, or if I don't cook, because he do like my cooking. What's up, Tez? Welcome to the panel, my boy Tez.
Hey, Ted.
How you doing,
And
man?
then she double talked cleaning too. What's up, man? What's up? So as you've seen, we're just talking about this young lady who pointed out the 3 things that she don't do in her relationships. Number 1 was she doesn't call them. Number 2, not like call them a lot, especially in the mornings. Number 2 was she doesn't cook, and then number 3, she don't clean. And then welcome to the chat. We got a new person in the chat. I'm gonna let somebody else try this name. Is that I?
We just gonna say, hey, Johnson, because I don't guess it. I don't guess it. Like I don't guess it.
Oh, everybody
So
shout out, man. 333s for Johnson in the chat. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Miles Bachelor's in the chat. Good evening at Soft Rain, everyone. Oh, so you at Soft Rain, but y'all boys something else, boy.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Miles.
You see that, Ted? You see Miles, Ted? Yeah, you sit up here every day, Miles, and you see me, Tez, and Classic every day. And you go, boy, these big boy, y'all, boy.
He's a gentleman. I appreciate that.
Let him cook, cuz. Let him cook, cuz. Let him cook, cuz.
Oh,
hey, Ma.
Oh, he is on my. Oh, he's on my channel.
My bad.
Hey, how you doing, Ma?
Yeah,
I'm plugged. I'm plugged. Nice to meet you.
Justin said, "Happy New Month. God bless." Yeah, it's already October.
Amen. Fresh start.
Yeah, Ted said it's all right.
All right, Ted.
We ain't gonna let it. We ain't gonna do that today. Yeah, like Class said, "What's up, Johnson 333?" Everybody, welcome to the chat. Tristan said, "I disagree." He said, "I keep myself and my dwelling clean as a part of maintaining peace. I don't need my woman in that kitchen every night unless we doing meal prep."
Is that I do and I gets it? I do and gets it. I don't know. What?
I read it as I don't guess it.
I don't guess it.
Yeah.
Class said, "If I would have knew it was a party, I would have called off of work."
Hey, what's up, Miles? Hey, welcome.
What's up, man?
Welcome.
We don't even give them the same energy. What's up, Miles?
Y'all do that to Miles. Y'all welcome me in with warm, open arms.
Justin said the classic code. I'm good.
All right, for sure. Welcome, brother. Welcome, brother.
Perfect on the panel.
So we'll start with Soft Rain. So Soft Rain just got a win. So we're gonna see how this holds up for her. See how long she can hold this trophy. So how do you feel about the young lady and her thoughts about the 3 things that she doesn't do in relationships? Minus the double talk. Just think that you didn't hear the double talk.
When it comes to phone calls during the daytime, if we're living together, I don't think it's too much necessary, because honestly, that might be too much communication and overkill. It's like, let me miss you a little bit. It depends, like I said, if we're living apart and we have our own places, maybe. And it's not like a check-in, or it's just like, or even a text is, how you doing? How's your day going? A lot of people don't think that when you get those texts, it might make their day. Their day might not have started off great, but somebody thinking about you might change their whole perspective on how their day is going. As far as cooking and cleaning goes, I am cooking. I am cleaning. If I see something you like, I'm buying a gift. Even if it's not a gift, if I think you might like this hat, or if I think you might like this watch, and like, hey, let me get this for my man, so it's not, she just flat out said, I'm not buying him anything, unless it's his birthday, so this, I don't agree with everything she said. I don't agree with nothing she said, really. It just, yeah, that's how I feel. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all that because I cook and I clean. If I see something out of place, I'm gonna make sure. If I'm there, I'm gonna put it back in place. If the bed's not made, I'm gonna make the bed. You know, it is what it is. It's all a part. It's the roles you play, and it seems like her role is not that of girlfriend or wife material to me.
What about you, Ted? We'll let you jump in early since you just got here. Welcome, Ted, now to the Million Man podcast. Good man of his word. He said, "Hey, I'm usually ready. I'm usually free on Wednesday." He was able to chop in. So, hey, man, before you get started, Ted, and before you answer the question, I got to give my boy his roses, man. My guy is being inducted into the Hall of Fame for the USA football team. Big shout out to Tez, man.
Thank you.
We give people their roses and their respect, man. I know what it takes, man, because he actually played some ball with my cousin who was inducted last year, and y'all boys been grinding. I know Trey Young keep telling me every year his last year, but y'all boys keep coming back. Y'all keep coming back.
We keep getting different opportunities. So,
yeah.
What a lot of people didn't know was that they had the Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, it's the World Games, but it's the same format as the Olympics. They had the World Games in Greece earlier this year, and we went and took the gold medal. We beat so many other countries, and it was fantastic. I do like Greece. I'm not gonna lie. I do like Greece. I really do. Not just because we won. It was beautiful. You know, it was great.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Tez?
37.
Yeah, so that's real big props, dog. That's real big props. Because I know he on the fantasy plug on fantasy. Most of these guys, injury, they ain't even making it to 37 playing ball. So
yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like I had a lot of good coaches. I got put in a lot of good situations. And I had a lot of determination, and then I sought out ways to make sure that my body was going to be good. Like,
yeah,
you know, I didn't engage in any of the vices for a really long time. Like it was. Don't get me wrong, it was not easy. It was like the discipline in itself was like the discipline was terrible. Like I didn't even tell y'all why I enlisted in the first place. It was because I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to pay for school.
Yeah.
You know, and so I was like, well, I need to go to school because this is how I'm gonna get what I need to get. So I enlisted. You know what I mean? I'm the oldest of 7, so I knew I wasn't getting nothing. You know what I mean? I knew I wasn't getting anything. I had to make a way. You know what I mean? Can I say if I would do it again? I mean, if I get the same results, I'd probably do it again.
Yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to give you that shout out, man. They call him Willie. Willie Bieber.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I really do.
So what is your thoughts about the woman who refuses to cook, clean, buy gifts, call her man?
I wish y'all could like have her on the panel so I can ask her like, so you want to be the wife, but you don't want to do no wife stuff.
Because I'm saying she's not.
Well, like
if she ever gets a ring, I'd be surprised.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because like they don't have to it's perverted. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do any of this stuff. But the thing is like she's not gonna get the type of husband that she wants. I think people don't understand that. Like, okay, yeah, you could be a wife all day, but you're not gonna get the type of husband that you want. You're gonna be a wife, you know, especially if you know, like Uncle Plug said, that thing is thangin'. You know, you're gonna be a wife, but you're not gonna be the type of wife you're gonna have the type of husband that you think you should have. You know, that's just really what it comes down to. You know, well, the exception is there's a lot of exceptions everywhere, but the thing is, do you want to be in the exceptional rule or do you want to be in the majority? You know, and a lot of these things you want to be in the majority because, you know, what's the old Chinese proverb? The nail that sticks out is the nail that get hammered. Yeah. That sums up a lot of things in life if people took the time to actually like think about that one. I don't want to clean. Well, I mean, you make messes, right?
Do you even pick up side behind yourself? That's what I want to ask her.
Hey, Rain, you woke Plug up. I seen Plug eyes light up. What happened, Plug?
Oh, I was really replaying in my mind. I was just replaying her whole little spiel that she had, but not Rain. I'm talking about the young lady, and it clicked, and I was like, you know what? I'm a step outside, and I'm gonna go here. When I was younger, well, me being raised, I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I know do all the things for myself. You know what I mean? Because my mama wouldn't buy all that business. She gonna clean, and when she cleans, she expect you to keep it clean. So you messed it up, we had to clean it up. You know what I mean? If you were hungry, she didn't feel like doing it, yeah, I think you get in there and cook. So I know how to cook and know how to clean and all that. So in a prior relationship, I didn't fuss about that. Like, she didn't cook, she would only clean on certain Sundays. And a lot of things that were transpiring was because I allowed it. I allowed it. If I came home, let's just say 3 nights, and I ain't having anything cooked, I wasn't gonna fuss. That night, I made up my mind what I was gonna do the next day. I'll go in there, boom, and I'm gonna put something together. And I would be very selfish and cook it for myself. I definitely would. Those type of things that a woman neglects to do will cause a man to do it for himself, and to have him to ask the question, if we were to break up, what's the one thing about you that you do that I would miss? What would make me say, in the midst of your being gone, man, I wish. So if you do none of these things, I mean, the only thing you're providing is what anyone else can provide.
Presence.
I mean, so in order to be irreplaceable, you have to be exceptional.
Okay.
The only thing. And if you're tailored to me, you can't lose. And if you're fitting the pockets, or even things that I even don't require, and you're still doing these things, you're exceptional. So y'all, in my mind, you would be irreplaceable. Now, calling me on a regular basis, I'm in full agreement. Girl, you've been trained well on that tip. Leave me alone while I'm at work. While I'm at work and I'm doing what I'm doing, leave me alone. Because if there's anything that transpired through the day, wait till we get home and amongst each other, then we can go and share the day. Because I really don't want to hear issues and problems and, whatever's on your mind at 2:00 in the afternoon. I could care less. I could really care less. You got to check in. You at work. I know you're safe. Now, if you had some grease spill on you, or you had to slip and fall down some stairs, or your picket got caught in the elevator, hey, let me know if you had to go to urgent care. But if it's just a normal Wednesday, man, leave me be. We can talk about that when I get home. So that part of it, yes. But when we start to think about, now we're talking about gifts. What kind of woman are you? It seems as if you're very selfish. Because a woman is just a born giver. She automatically gives her titty to her child. Just a giver.
Yeah.
So if you don't do that, you got to be the only child or just spoiled and self-centered. I don't, her whole spiel, I didn't understand but one point. So you 1 for 4.
Yeah.
Horrible percentage, which means you may be still with the boy. Because even in that mind state of me being a grown man, the mentality of the things that I needed, if I was still in the past, like at my mama house, if you didn't do it, then I did it for myself. So which means I'm not with my woman, I'm with another version of somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not, you serve no purpose. I wouldn't say you're a girlfriend, I wouldn't say you're a wife, I wouldn't say you're anything. I would say you're a girl. You're not a woman.
He's allowing it.
I would call that a waste of time.
Hey,
so and I'm of the mindset to believe that. So I will explain this the best way that it connects with me. What she is looking for is people to chase her and people who like her. she doesn't like them. And she's letting them know that the cost of her presence, even though she doesn't like them, is her not doing anything. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are very comfortable with that. As long as I got one, I don't care if she likes me or not. So she's going to use all the resources and say that she's not going to, contribute, because why would you contribute to somebody you don't like? And when those resources dry up, she's gone. He's got to realize that too.
I would counter that. I would counter that in saying, yes, she does like them because they don't require her to do nothing. The moment that they do require her to do something, then she doesn't. Then she doesn't like them.
I just think that you don't have to ask for these types of things when women like you, and when women like you, they kind of do everything without you having to say anything about it.
It goes back to last night's show, right? A woman can continue to make bad choices and still render good results.
Yeah,
you being there,
they always will. They gonna always land on. They like cats, man, with 9 lives. They will land on their feet.
That's big facts.
So, like, okay, look, so we pointed out, and I'll tell you, in the chat the other day and on my own show, I defended one thing about Cardi B, one thing and one thing only, that she went on that show the other night and she told the truth.
Yeah,
I defended that. I defended the fact that she told the truth. I defended the fact that she didn't try to play games like, oh, this was going on. She didn't live in fantasy land. She told the straight truth, even if it did hurt her a bit to tell the truth. I had to do that. So I got to tell the truth about these types of situations. And these types of situations are very, very simple. When she don't like you, she's not going to do the things that you want her to do. I've never, a woman that liked me, that came after me, that wanted, she might, I'm not saying because they come after you there, that's bad. I'm saying that when y'all are rocking that way, and I bet all of y'all can say it, everything when you've been with that type of chick and she really, really like you, she will skirt everything that she thinks that she deserved. And you see it happen with guys that are not qualified to even be with them in the first place, just because they like them. So yeah, he's this. He don't do this. He don't do this. He don't take care of this. But next thing, she's still in bed with him every night. She's still looking for him. She's still fighting girls for him. She's still fighting dudes for him. It's all types of stuff. She's taking cases. It's all types of stuff that happens just because they like you, even if you ain't ish. You know what I mean? So if she likes you, she gonna do all this stuff, man. She gonna that 3-month rule and BS that they be talking about. Come on, now we know better than that.
Ray, you ready to read these comments, Ray?
We know better than that.
I dig it.
Tristan said, what comes to mind here is when my brother Classic spoke about reciprocity. Classic said, I like over-considerate women who don't desire equal reciprocity. I'm not thinking about you as much as you're thinking about me during the day. So do for me out the kindness of your heart.
That was well articulated, sir.
Jen said, shout out to Tez. Tristan said, Tez 333. Classic said, Hope. Is that Hope, Tez?
Hall of Fame Tez is what they call
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame Tez. Miles said, a woman will do what she can to attract the man, but not do what it takes to keep that guy. Miles said, first heard that proverb on Fast and Furious.
Well, you didn't win.
Christian. With the thought-provoking questions. Classic, thank you for the super chat. A good man is the villain in the household. Tristan said, exactly. It's concurrent to the nurturing characteristics of the biblical woman, natural reciprocity. I couldn't find that if I tried today. A lot of women think like her. Classic said that witch is an entitled leech. Jen said, Classic, I agree with your statement about reciprocity to an extent, but I would say appreciation for the small things every once in a while goes a long way.
Oh, definitely. That's a player card.
Classic said, been waiting so long for the Tez and Plug collab. Hate that I'm in the chat for this one.
Hey, yo.
I don't need to get on that. All of us.
Me too.
All of us.
Yeah, I already told class we need to get all of us on the Thursday night, man.
Man, what's happening? Let's do it.
And we got a men's minute coming up. I got to get that together. And then shout out again to Souls for the super chat. My boy wasn't live today. Had to check in, but everything good to go. Ted, you didn't go live today either, but I guess you count.
No, I gave it. So I hit on Monday and Tuesday. I hit some really tough topics.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted everybody to. So I put the video up today, sending everybody over to like this channel and Plug and Soft Rain's channel. Not just because I didn't want to do a video today, but I'm like, number one, we create content every single day. You know what I mean? And a lot of the constituents got to catch up to it. I noticed when I was referencing a couple other videos the other night that people didn't know what I was talking about. So I said this week I'm going to give them a break. They have a chance to go back and watch any of those videos that was posted and rewatch it, because the way the videos are done, you guys can watch them at night. You can watch them in the daytime. You can watch them in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a nice woman who likes to see a bunch of knowledgeable gentlemen and Soft Rain. Then you can get educated while you're getting clean. That type of thing. But this last one is like, it's ongoing. Both of the cases that I did this week was ongoing. And if y'all missed it, Mondays are going to be True Crime Mondays from now on until I see fit to stop doing it. But man, those cases are ongoing, and I wanted to give them some time to develop and expand and not necessarily throw more coal in the fire. And then everything happened with Shadur this morning, and I'm like, dang, I should have went live. No, man, he chose to not utter a single word.
Yeah, he mimed his answers, because everybody takes what he says out of context. So now he talked with no sound. It was funny.
Did y'all agree with that?
No, I don't.
I didn't agree with it for one reason. It's going to come, the way they're going to spin it is an antic, and they're already saying that he doesn't take the game seriously, and that's been the narrative all last week, is that he doesn't take the game seriously.
See, that's okay. I caught a video from Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Marcellus Wiley.
Marcellus Wallace was in Pulp Fiction.
Hydration situation,
that dude. And he had put the video up because he said he saw Rex Ryan was trying to beat Shadur up on Sunday morning.
He was on
ESPN. Yeah. So he said he showed the pictures of Shadur in the defensive room watching film, and in the offensive room, and in the quarterback's room.
In the first row, every time.
So it's bad, bro, because you trying to compare him to his father. His father played cornerback. And I'm gonna give y'all something, and it's realistic. The other day, I was riding in the truck. I think I was on my way to Louisiana, and they said something about Bo Jackson, and the year was 1987. And I remember watching Bo Jackson play every time he was on TV. I was 7. So I say, damn, I've been watching football for a long time. I've been watching football for a long time. I watched Deion's whole entire career.
Yeah.
Since I'm a Florida State fan. So I was praying, like, please come to the Bucs, please come to the Bucs with Atlanta. It's all good. Deion,
you say about the Bucs, Plug? You say about the Bucs?
Yeah. I told him to please come to the Bucs, please come to the Bucs. Oh, if you didn't know, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I still got it.
What's that deal? What's that deal?
Pull it up, Ted. You got to bring it up some more. It's in that back street. There you go.
Hey.
It's my Bucs helmet.
All right.
We can move on to this last topic.
Go ahead. Because I'm going to talk about how Deion really was.
Love my Bucs, man. Love my Bucs.
The mistake.
This last topic, I think, is perfect timing that Ted's entered the building. This is a video about, what a lot of women feel today, what a 23-year friendship looks like. I want y'all to pay very close attention to the words that come out here.
I have some sad news. This lady just lost her boyfriend of 20 plus years. He died, and she was the girlfriend for 20 plus years. And because she wasn't a wife, she couldn't even sign off on the body to be removed. Also, the check that he's receiving monthly, she can't even get the check. It's going to the daughter, just like they had to call a daughter to remove the body. So I say this to say this. If you are with a man 10, 20, 15 years, and he has never married you, he don't like you. He's with you just because, okay? Because any man that really loves you is going to marry you. Because if something happens to them, they want to make sure that you're okay, all right? So any man who sits up and soak up your time and your years for 10, 15, 20 plus years as a girlfriend and never wanted to marry you, he doesn't like you. I repeat, because a man who really, really loves you is not going to be a boyfriend to you for 10, 15, 20 years, okay? Now, this man all of a sudden died. She couldn't sign off on the body. The check that he was receiving monthly, she can't get that because it's going to his next relative, which is his daughter, which means that all of those years that she was with him, and she gets absolutely nothing. See, that's the way he had it set up, see. He knew if something happened to him, he wanted to make sure that you got nothing, okay? Because a man who really cares about you will never set you up like that. They're going to make sure that you're taken care of if something was to happen to them. And this is what has happened in this particular situation. This man died. She was a girlfriend to him for 20 plus years, and she gets no say-so, and she gets nothing, absolutely nothing. So you women who likes to say, oh, everybody don't want to get married. If he can live with you, he can marry you. If he's asking you to have a baby, he can marry you. Hey,
So I'm gonna leave that up while we talk about it because I want y'all to be able to see some of those comments too. So what would you know what? Before everybody starts, let's get to the comments first. So we'll be the last. Let's get to the comments first. He said Cowboys Nation. Jen said number one, 23 years is a long time not to like someone.
Damn right.
2, this is about that check. Classic said somebody cuss ready read. Oh, read he said curse. Go ahead, whoever wants
to cuss read this. I know she fucking lying.
Miles Batcher said, who's to blame? And then Classic said, I can make you be a beneficiary on one of my life insurance policy very easily. No marriage required. Okay, I got you. We're gonna have our first call in. All right, I got you 1 second.
It's Lynn. What's up, Lynn?
And she got a picture of her now.
Yeah, she got
because of what plug. That's not plug. That's what Doris be saying. Doris be, oh, you can't trust them if they ain't got no face.
I know her though. I do her. Classic said, it is what it is. She should have been saving. So I'm about to drop the number in for you. Give me 1 second. This is gonna be our first.
Doing that? Can I get my opinion?
Go ahead and do your thing.
Okay. So first of all, 23 years is a long time not to be grown enough to have what they call power of attorneys if they did not want to get married. Also, beneficiaries can go on different, like Classic said, beneficiaries can go on different life insurance policies as well. There's too much grown folk business that did not get handled in 23 years. Now, if he didn't like her, I can't make a comment on that because they dealt with each other for 23 years. So they're both to blame, but more importantly, I think she should have. It's the inevitable. Something is gonna. If we're gonna be with each other for a lifetime, one of us is gonna go first, and you have to have your business in order. Me dealing with two a close family, well, my father and my stepdad, in a little bit over a year's time. Us as grown people, regardless of regardless of
one. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Regardless of what we got going on, get your end of life business in order. Period. Regardless of what anybody has going on, get your end of life business in order. It's the inevitable. I don't care how old you are. If you have kids, you need to have your stuff in order. If you don't have kids, you need to have stuff in order where your family can find it. One of my family members had their stuff in order. One didn't. And I tell you, the one who did, it was very easy for the family. And that's the one thing you don't want your family to have to endure, is making arrangements for your end of life or your all of that, and you not have your stuff in order. That's your business to have in order for your family. So I encourage everybody that's listening, please have your stuff in order for your family. Thank you for coming to the CIS Talk.
And that's the point I wanted to make. But go ahead, North. Go and let Lynn in.
All right, give me one.
Because
Lynn, can you hear us?
I am to leave it to my children in the damn way.
Can y'all hear that? Are y'all able to hear that?
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, plug.
Lynn, you can hear us?
I can hear you.
Y'all can hear?
I can hear you. What's up, Lynn?
Hey, Lynn. We got our first call in. Look at that.
It's a call
Hello,
in.
everyone.
Hello.
Yes, April, I agree with you with everything you said. I had a aunt. Well, I don't know if I could really call her aunt because she wasn't married to my uncle. But when he passed away, she got nothing. She lost the home. She lost everything. And I do agree to some extent that, yes, you mustn't love me if you didn't have things set up. And she was foolish too for staying that long and not having anything set up for herself. Because life happens. Life happens. You don't know when it's your time to go. And if I'm going to be with a man over 2-point-some years, there has to be affairs set up, something set up in place for each other to have each other's back. I could die, and I would want to leave my spouse if we're not married. I'm currently married, so all that stuff is set up. But if we wasn't married, I would want to have something set up if I left to support my spouse. Vice versa. I agree with April. I agree with you all 100% of everything you said.
It's grown folks' business. It's what we need to handle as a grown person. It's the inevitable.
If it was my lady and she happened to pass, she better not leave me shit. If she got a child, she better leave all that to her child. That's what I'm saying. She better leave all that to her child. Everything. But you grown. And them kids might be grown, but at the end of the day, they might have my grandbabies. And you better not leave me a damn thing. And if I got children and I happen to go, man, let me tell you a real life situation. Man, I sat back and I asked my papa, I said, man, who is the beneficiary of your insurance? He said, my wife. I mean, you got 6 kids. You got 12 grandkids. Man, you better get another policy or you better shift that name. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what she gonna do with them funds. If she gonna give anything to your grandbabies, I wouldn't say give nothing to your children, but at least have something for your grandbabies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even expect for a woman to leave me something. Oh, I'm gonna leave you something. Leave me what? Man, leave me alone. You'd have left. You'd have left me alone. You know what I mean?
Do you feel that way, Plug, because it's not your mother? Is that why you feel that way? Because it's not your mother that he was leaving to? You see what I mean? Like
right. Of course. Now, if it was my mother,
yeah,
then yes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that if that's my mother, you know what I'm saying? Knowing my mama, she'd have had something in play. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I wouldn't even think about me being a grown man. I'm thinking about the grandbabies. Leave your grandbaby something. You know what I'm saying? So she say, oh, everything went to the daughter. Well, that ain't your daughter. That's
exactly.
And do we have to be paid for our time spent with somebody?
No.
Hell
Do we have to
no.
be compensated for our time spent with somebody? That's what it's looking like to me. Like she want to be, oh, I spent 23 years with this man and he didn't leave me nothing. He just left me on this earth. I mean, do we have to be? I mean,
but can you so put the shoe on the other foot though? Shouldn't everybody feel that way though?
No, I don't leave me shit.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm asking everybody, Lynn, you too. Like, I'm just asking everybody because, like, I understand it can be hard because, you know, we all have these talks. Our parents, you know, they move on in life, they get remarried, things of that nature. But why would you, like, why do we look at the stepmom, for instance, different than the mom? If your father still chose to marry that woman, why are you looking at her receiving benefits differently than the woman who he initially was married to?
Are we talking hypothetically, or are we talking about I can
answer that. Go ahead,
I want to answer this one too. I want to answer this one because my dad is married to my stepmom for 21 years.
Yeah.
My mother and my father were married for a decade. My stepmom and my father have been married for 21 years. What that says to me is that my stepmother, if anybody's going to get any assistance, it's going to be my stepmother. And not just because she's just, you know, his wife, but she took on 5 children and 2 more that she had with my father. On top of it, she has never treated any of us like stepkids.
Never.
We have never treated her like a stepmama either. Our mother is our mother. We have a great mother. You know, we said we had a great mother, we had a great father, and then we got a great
stepmother. But this is the same instance, though, right? Because this man chose not to marry her, but they were still together for 23 years.
Mm-hmm. My stepmother, if my father was to pass away, you know, as we all eventually will, you know, unless, you know, something happens, my stepmother would not complain about a single child getting a cent if she got nothing. Wow. She would not complain about it. But once again, it's a different situation. My stepmother is also an Air Force veteran.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She is also an Air Force veteran. So regardless of anything that my father could do with his veteranship, she's going to be well taken care of. She's also a veteran. You know what I mean? She I can't tell you nothing about where she works at, but let's just say she's fine.
Yeah.
with or without him. You know what I mean? And that's not saying my daddy don't do a lot.
So do y'all blame the man in this situation then?
No.
No.
And we don't know. First of all, there's a couple things we missed out on.
Not for her feeling the way she's feeling.
I blame
him for not having it. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I know there's a bunch of us on here. What you said, April, what you said? The other April.
Oh, what did I say? I blame the man for not having his end of life affairs in order.
I could blame both. I could blame both.
Okay, so she said she would blame both.
Her for not encouraging him to have his end of life affairs in order, and him not having his end of life affairs.
He didn't have it in order. It went to the next of kin.
I'm telling you,
no,
he avoided all the conflict of where he avoided all the conflict of where the money was going or where the house was going. He avoided all that conflict. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't want to have. I probably avoided this discussion. He probably died abruptly, but at the end of the day, in the back of his mind, he was like, "I want to make sure my children are taken care of."
There's a lot of missing information
Yeah,
It
That's
is. So we
that's
can't
very
really.
that's number one. And Classic said it. I think she's lying too. I have to agree with him. There's a couple of reasons why I think this. Keywords here. She started talking about the daughter. Any woman that's been playing the dutiful wife would never say that.
No.
The second thing, I don't know, from her accent, she sounds like she's from a state that has common law marriage. So regardless, you being able to show that y'all share a domicile for the last 23 years.
That wasn't her.
I know it wasn't her, but she said her friend. She said her friend.
Mhm.
So I'm just putting the context clues together that she has to be from a state that has that. Number three, again, you're talking about after death affairs and money, where instead of talking about the real issue is going to be the separation of church and state. You had the daughter obviously had power of attorney because that's not how that works. They just don't call somebody and say sign them out. No, that's not how it works. Especially if they know y'all live together. All she had to do is show an ID. Y'all live in the same place. That's the only thing you got to do. Now they're not going to give you everything, especially if he set it up with his power of attorney to his daughter, as I see a lot of men do. They set it up with their brightest daughter, and their brightest daughter is the one that handles those affairs after they gone. Now obviously, he gonna send the money and the property and everything else that he got to the one that makes sense, not the one that he's been taking care of. And if she was good to that daughter, she ain't got to worry about it anyway because the daughter is gonna break her off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
And most women, even if they did leave it to, let's say, what he was to Norris's point, the stepmom is going to delegate determining how the father was being treated by the children.
That's who. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's going to be like, well, they ain't never come see him, but you did. So I'm going to make sure you straight. And then after that, I don't know what to say about them. They're going to do that. They're going to delegate depending on how the father was treated by these children individually. I don't know what, only reason why she would feel away.
Well, I will have to disagree.
Go ahead.
Man.
Her name. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will have to disagree with the statement of if the stepmother or the if she was a good partner, the daughter would automatically make sure she's good. That wasn't the case for my aunt. My aunt was a good partner to my uncle, and when he passed away, his kids spited her and didn't give her anything.
Was she a good stepmother to them?
She could have been a good wife to your uncle, but she probably was a good mother.
That's what I'm saying.
She was a great stepmother.
Why they didn't give her nothing?
Yeah,
but she
I
was
understand.
a great stepmother as well.
So
I'm saying that why didn't they give her anything?
They had some vices. They had vices against their father. They didn't like their father, so to spite their father, they didn't give her anything.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's two wrongs.
Two wrongs don't make it right, but I think that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm different than everybody though.
Because if it was delegated to me, I'd make sure my stepmother straight because she always treated me well.
But I don't care. I don't care if nothing ain't. I don't care if nothing is delegated. I just lost somebody I love. I don't care about no monetary money or a check that's coming in the mail every month. I don't understand why people fight over these things. Why are we trying to I would never grasp.
It shouldn't be a fight.
Even in my situation, like if my dad got remarried and everything ended up going to the wife, I'm not mad. I'm not going to chase a check. Like I lost my father.
Somebody's dead.
That check ain't gonna get my dad back. Like I remember when my mom passed, we did not debate about who gonna get what. Like, hey, Pops, you got it all, bro. That's your wife. Hey, do what you need to do with the money. Like nobody cared about all. Like I don't grasp the concept of like how people allow something monetarily to affect their whole life. Like you just lost the person that you said you love, and you're worrying about the money part of it. Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's so you can see from both ends, she's concerned about her well-being instead of grieving. And she didn't say anything about the daughter. She said that everything went to the daughter.
Until he saw it too, and that's why he made sure his daughter got it. He saw she was like that.
I don't think so, Ted. I think, like, especially from being a man, a lot of men don't think about this stuff, bro.
Nah,
like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're right. You're right. A lot of them
like,
don't.
outside of, if I never served in the military and didn't have somebody talking about power of attorney and do you want to leave your son this, you can get him this type of life policy because you retired and he's under this age. If I ain't have nobody telling me all that, I don't think I would be like. I don't think a lot of men really think that way. I think that man probably was living the best 23 years of his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that's my fault. I come from a long line of service.
No. It ain't, we can both can be right. You know, I'm just saying, like, I don't think men really sit down and think about these things. And a lot of times it's normally, you know, a good woman to kind of line some things up, like, hey, let's sit down and have this conversation. If you leave, if you know, and we don't know if they had that conversation in 23 years. Who knows? She might say, hey,
they probably didn't have that conversation.
Yeah.
They probably didn't.
But it's a very unique topic because I've heard about this topic a lot this year. Like, honestly, I've heard about this. Like, this has been a ongoing topic of just like the benefits of getting married or people not wanting to be the friend on the program and special friend left behind. All that.
I know what the remedy is, right? I know what the remedy is. If you feel like you somebody's wife and they won't make you a wife, then stop acting like you their wife. If you feel like you somebody's husband and they won't make you their husband and won't allow you to be their husband or accept it in today's society, just go find you somebody that really wants to be your wife and make you a husband. That's just how it works. And
let me ask you this: do you think this is an appropriate situation for a woman to propose to a man?
Yeah, we said this. We said this. Here's the thing. For as independent as I hear everybody tell me that they are all the time, when it comes down for the rough and tough things to happen, they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it.
Do the women agree? Y'all agree that y'all think this is a situation you should propose?
Damn.
Hold on.
April said no. What about you, Lynn? What you think?
No, don't say no. Don't say no. Let her cook.
What you said, Lynn?
No.
Both of the women said no. They said they're not proposing in this situation. They gonna keep.
Because I'm not independent, so I don't claim to be independent. So
okay.
So here's the question: if you don't propose, this goes to Lynn, April Lynn, right?
My answer will be no.
If I'm saying, I didn't even finish my question.
Whatever you got to ask, nigga. No.
I'm gonna ask it anyway. She don't woke me up, y'all.
No. The phone is lagging. It's not no.
Okay.
The phone is lagging.
You see what happened here? Y'all see what happened? Y'all see it, right? He alive now. Listen,
he was about to crash out, Lee. He was about to crash.
Slow down, kid.
You're telling me that women are smarter than men and blah, 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 and all this other, rah-rah stuff, right? Great. I don't care about none of that. But 23 years of you not getting what you want, and now this person is gone, and you still complaining about not getting what you want. And then you tell me that you could have found out years ago whether you could have what you wanted or not if you just would have opened your mouth and, I don't know, communicated a little bit. I want to be married. That's cool, baby. Well, when is dinner going to be done? 2 weeks later. I want to be married, right? Yeah, all right. But, the sheets on the bed not done. You can only get through so many tasks and misdirections before you find out the reason why y'all not married is because he doesn't want to marry you.
Okay.
Oh, he don't like you. Whose fault is it that you stayed for 23 years and didn't get married besides your own?
I think, to be honest with you, from what I'm grasping, I think the friend is projecting how she feels about the situation. I think that lady, if she got the opportunity to speak for herself, would say that she had a happy 23 years with a man that she loved. She spent the greatest days of her life. She hates that he's gone, and she's gonna move forward. Because a woman like that who's able to hold a man down for 23 years
And find another one.
and didn't demand marriage, she gonna find her another one.
Oh, definitely.
So
Preach, preach, souls.
hey, so
Yeah.
Rain, I'm gonna let you get on these things, and then
I wouldn't go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Before we do the comments, I want to encourage all the women, if you are in a relationship, period, a relationship, yes, sir.
Don't speed up, Paul.
This is a woman giving advice. We talked about this topic last night, so
This is about to be some good advice. This is not gonna
take
be
it at your own risk. Go ahead.
Okay. If you are in a long-term relationship with a man, have the discussion about end of life with that man. A lot of men don't think about this stuff. They don't think about having their stuff in order, and the men too. Your families need to have stuff in order. You don't want your family is already grieving your death. You don't want them to be looking for your policies, looking for your last wishes, looking for where you want to be arrested for, your final resting place, figuring out if you want to be cremated or buried, this, that, and other. You don't want to wear red, you want to wear blue, and we don't want to have plug hush. We don't want to have to do all that thinking.
You're doing good.
Have it lined out for your family.
Keep it precise. You're doing so good. Don't ruin it. I gave you the W in the chat.
Okay. Have it lined out for your family. Do this for your family. They're already grieving. Don't be selfish. Like I said, I had 2 people close to me pass within a year and a couple months' time. One had nothing in order, and one had absolutely everything in order down to the place where I found everything. I'm talking about passwords, account numbers, who to call first when something happens, where you want to go, what it needs to look like. Everything down to the last detail needs to be laid out for you. Then move on.
Thank you, Rain.
I went at you on April. I swear I was laughing at you.
Okay.
Hold on before we hey, Lynn, is there anything else you wanted to say beforehand before we read through the chats and close it out?
Baby girl.
You can hear us?
It's lagging, but can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes, she's blamed. She's to blame as well. Because for you to stay there 23 years and that man didn't marry you.
Okay.
If that boy don't love you right now, he will never love you. He will never. Tell me that wasn't hitting.
Lynn, we appreciate you being our first ever call in. We are glad that this works. We're going to actually have to have you on the panel soon, but we'll definitely get back with you in the chat, and we appreciate you calling in.
I'm gonna say it like this. April said all of that to say that I'm gonna say this. Oh, look, I don't care. Ain't nobody getting shit. Ain't nobody got nothing to give you. I got $13.
It's not necessarily about what you're giving to somebody either.
No, I'm talking about the extra shit. She talking about passwords and everything. No,
I just don't want to.
Well, no, I'm.
Ain't no access codes. Ain't none of that. None of it.
No, I'm not saying it. Well,
it's gonna all blow up.
I was my father's only child, and my father wasn't married, so he just wanted to make sure I had access to everything, and there was no hiccups, and I didn't have no questions or anything like that. So
we probably had a lot less for you to look at. I got a lot for people to look at. They're not gonna look at.
Yeah, so that's a different situation. But I'm saying in that case, when I mean laid out for me, everything was laid out. So
I don't want to overmiss the small wins. Thank you, Lynn, for being our first call in. These are things that we talked about at the very beginning of No Middleman, even before we had conversation with Rain here. Me and Plug used to talk about this. We appreciate this, man. We appreciate this. This is going to be something we look back on a year from now when the phone don't stop. We're going to have multiple people calling in. But Lynn, you can say you were the first one. We appreciate you. Hopefully we get more. I never want to miss the small moments and be appreciated for them, because this whole content thing, man, it's a lot of work. So we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody who's
on the first day of the new fiscal year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the best month in existence.
Got two dubs. She answered the question.
I'm feeling good tonight.
She landed a plane, a shim for the shell.
So we're gonna close out with these comments, and then if anybody in the chat has a question, we got about 5 minutes after we get done with these.
10:33.
Yeah, it went quick, man. Good conversations, man. Yeah. Go ahead, April.
Miles said he could have made arrangements, but the woman chose to stay without an arrangement. That's right. Classic said fighting over money and property will make folks forget somebody's dead. Absolutely.
Him and Souls they were saying it at the same time.
Same time. Yep. Y'all said it at the same time.
Crazy.
My dog Souls being lockstep with me. Absolutely.
Great
minds think alike. Uncle Plug. Right here, Plug, y'all did.
He said two villains.
Two villains. Oh, okay.
I say y'all did too. But it came up with much.
Okay. Classic said, bring it home, Souls. Not much. Yeah, not much. Classic said, Tez is very tame right now. I noticed that. Miles says, some people aren't forward thinking, right? They live in the moment. Jen said, accountability. Absolutely. Jen said, facts, Souls. And Classic with another $2.
That's why I was laughing. I wasn't laughing at your point. I was laughing at that.
Oh, my God.
She allowed it. She was.
Thank you, Classic. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all nigglets are very toxic.
He built. Look, I was trying to build to it with a lie, and like I said, 23 years. Come on now. I know I was born that night, but it wasn't last night.
Y'all.
I didn't blow it though. Did I blow it? I didn't blow
it.
Miles said he want to be bird. He said he want to be bird naked.
They should bury everybody in them tree pods. Can't nobody argue with that opinion. Everybody should be buried in them tree pods.
Miles ain't joking. Miles ready for his
replenish the earth.
Chris said people ain't getting his passwords. Cremate me and mind your business. Everybody who's supposed to get a check, go get a check.
y'all really worried about these passwords once you did.
Facts, Classic. Facts. They can mind their business the same way they was minding it when you was alive.
We appreciate having you up, man. April.
Yeah, that's why I was like, then April. I was
like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Oh, what do Young Thug say? Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
I try not to say the same things as Young
Lynn
Thug.
said the only thing with the call in is lagging, but I appreciate you all on the panel. Yeah.
We'll get it. We'll fix it. We'll probably have to look at.
No, it's like that because we are live
and on the internet, and that's
right. Because like even you watching it, like I'm watching the show as I'm on the show, and it's like what I just did this time. It just did it.
It's about a 3.5 second delay on YouTube between live videos.
We'll just start we'll let the callers know that, like, hey, we'll have to give you guys like a couple second pause after each.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
They did it because of the hot tub streamers. It used to be live, but the hot tub streamers ruined it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate everybody, man. This has been a good live, man. The great reset. What Tez Down normally does, we're gonna give you a recap today. We talked about Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, or some people calling him the Secretary of War. He's straightening things out when it comes to the military, physical fitness, and standards. We appreciate him. We need it. Secondly, we talked about Should big people date big people? Standards, preferences. Great conversation there.
That was good.
The next thing was about, hey, would you want a woman who doesn't cook or clean, and some other things that she mentioned. And we were able to close out with a 23-year friendship that did not end in marriage. A lot of people feel there are some plot twists. A lot of people feel like there was a lack of accountability on both sides. But at the end of the day, everybody was able to get their points off and land. So we appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. Shout out to Tez, man. Hopefully we can make this a normal thing on Wednesday, man. Because you probably ran off Lady C, so you're gonna have to take her spot. Nah,
she mad at me. She mad at Plug. She mad at Plug.
It's because Plug told her. Plug said, "Look, I got somebody for you. You ain't gotta be single."
Nah, Plug started asking all them questions.
She mad at me, but
at least I made a joke. Plug said, "I ain't making no jokes. I'm keeping it 100."
Lady C, if you watch the shout, I apologize to you. You know what I'm saying? When you come up to the shop, we'll give you a big old hook and everything gonna be all right.
We appreciate it. Classic, if you still in the chat, let's see if y'all trying to get this men's minute going or a big panel. I vote on a big panel, try to get everybody on. I think it'll be a great opportunity. At least get like at least 8 people on that thing, man, so we can really get a conglomerate of responses. Who? Yeah. That'd be dope.
I got somebody too, man. My boy Ball. My boy Jabal.
Yeah, I think the bigger we can get, hopefully we can get Lynn up here soon. Miles Bachelor, Tristan, Yee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need it. We got a lot of people that we got to get
up.
Bring
Oz ass up there too now. We got
yeah. I'll try to get them on.
Joe Jet.
Yeah, Joe Jet.
Yeah. What's other bro? What's other bro name that be on class?
Yay.
No, the other but
Jay Zilla.
Yeah, Jay Zilla.
Jay Zilla just dropped. See, Lynn said she down. Okay, hey,
come on up, Lynn. I need another female.
Let's do it, man. I know we'll be able to get what her name is. Your girl.
Forget about Tristan.
Your girl though, Tez. The light
Mama B.
The one.
Oh, you talk about
Janice.
Oh, he's talking about Janice. Yeah, Janice.
She said she down whenever because
Janice want to do another women's
and Ray
Queen codes.
Yeah.
Queen codes. She liked the Queen codes. She liked
just get off the start line. Like, let's do it, y'all. I think if we can do that once a week, it'll be a great thing for everybody to channel and just keeping up with what's actually going on the content circuit, man. It'll be very good.
This is man. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, you talking about McBride?
Oh, Mr. McBride.
Oh, yeah, Mr. McBride.
He is football league right now.
He'll be done afterwards.
Yeah.
I like Mr. McBride. So before I met y'all, I met him. So he's cool. He's a cool dude. Yeah. I like the Queen's codes until they start lying, which is about 35 seconds into the show.
It's confusion, my man. It's confusion.
Yeah, but I'll get with all you guys. I'll get with Classic behind the scenes tomorrow. We'll try to get this thing together, man. But I think we got a good setup, man. Again, shout out to Tez for the Hall of Fame, man. That's real big. Shout out to Tez. You can catch Tez at the Tez Down. That's TEZ, as you see right there. And you can catch him on Instagram at Soul Reaper 24. He's been doing some good stuff. His other channel, Ben.
No, I'm one of the founders of that channel.
Oh, okay.
I'm not regular on there. I will be on there, I think, sometime next week, and I think I'll be appearing a little bit more often since some of the structure of the show changed up. Yeah. And I think I can do a little bit more there to add my flavor.
I like their politics and like. I like when they start talking about what's going on in the world. His humor is very good.
Mikey, yeah.
So like, I get the notification on it. So I like the politic part. So
that's all we did for. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory for it. All we did for years was that show, and I mean, like, we started that show. I want to say like 7 years ago, and it came real far. I had to step away from it for a little while. And I stepped away from podcasting altogether. and then I came back in it with the sports show DDOG, and that's when I was like, you know what? I talked to Classic, and he was like, bro, if you're good at something, just keep doing it. Like, you stepped away long enough, come back. And I came back, and it's working out great. It's working out great.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. You actually show you actually teach a lot without knowing it. I think it was super cool when I started seeing you use everybody's content. I was like, man, that's brilliant. So like, that's something I got to get back into the habit of just making sure, even if it's just one video per day, using everybody's content to put it back out. So that was a great idea from you, man.
I mean, y'all spend a lot of time on this, and y'all are very good. And so if I'm going to use somebody's content, it's going to be somebody who is dedicated to it, spends a lot of time on it, takes a lot of the takes the time to be factual, to check their sources, not just be out here giving opinions. Like I'm glad that all of y'all give such a mix of both real life situations, but also knowing that, what does the wise man say? Nothing. He knows that the only thing that he knows is nothing. You know what I mean? So it's a nice mix between being well traveled, but also knowing that you got room to learn. And I think that y'all all of y'all attitudes are great for that, and y'all are hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So that helps a lot too. So I like to be able to put that into it, especially if I interacted with the show the night beforehand or 2 nights ago, and sometimes 6 months ago, a show that I didn't necessarily catch, which is why y'all need to go back and watch all these channels all the time, because the stuff y'all miss, there's nuggets in there. So I like to do that because you can hit it once, you can hit it twice, but if you hit it 3 times, that nail is in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So appreciate that. You can find Uncle Plug at Uncle Plug TV. Wait for him to get this big buck-ish off the road. Get this sports channel.
I love the fat head.
Yeah. So
I ain't know you was a Buck fan, bro. We gotta go do big Buck-ish, man. What's up?
Yeah, see that? Yeah, like
they go into the show right there.
If I come down there, I take you to Raymond James. Okay.
Say it again.
If I come down there, I take you to Raymond James. I promise.
Bro, I was a season ticket holder for about 3-4 years, bro.
But have you been in the locker room?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Plus, wait
Ted,
a minute.
Ted, hey, a big Hall of Fame.
Don't tease me, cuz. Where you at? Where you at in the continent?
If I come down there, I will come and help you out.
Oh, you in the rack, bro?
He in shot rack.
Man, hey, look.
He got National Guard outside his door right now.
No, I'm in the burbs. I ain't got to worry about that.
I'm in the burbs.
Outside my house, outside my house is nobody in deer. And if I hear something, I got a dog that's gonna let me know first. And then if I hear something else, I ain't gonna hear nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And when y'all get a chance too, Tez see a lot of stuff pop up now because I watch Tez stuff. Tez is into cars too, man. You had a lot of content fixing those very expensive exotic cars too.
I buy them with nothing on them, and then I fix them. So during the pandemic, that was my primary way of making money between that and content creation. I was selling all the parts for these cars, and then I was selling the cars after I fixed them. I kept one for myself, but I learned it all online when it comes to that. I didn't have any formal training. You know what I mean? I had an interest and I had to do it, and I went and did it because I wanted to do it. And I was like, I always wanted to do this. I succeeded. So I love the car stuff all day long, and I race too. You probably know I actually race myself. So it's a fun time. It's a fun time. Dangerous as hell, but fun.
And then you can find Conversation with Soft Rain. I think her and Lady C should be putting something together very soon for the women. And then also Conversation with Soft Rain is supposed to be putting together a Kings panel.
It's coming.
To go with the Queens panel type thing. So we got a lot of stuff coming, man. Just making sure everybody stay consistent like we have been. But we appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight, man. You can find everybody on the channels. And we shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate you, Lynn, Tristan, Miles, Oz, Jen. Who else we had in this thing? Did I get it?
RY came. RY,
and then Johnson came through. Tristan came through. So yeah, we appreciate everybody who coming through.
So Mama V, don't forget about her.
Yeah, Mama V.
And like,
So
she said, don't forget about me.
so make sure y'all hit that like button. And Mama V, she didn't say nothing. She was quiet tonight.
She was quiet.
She was quiet tonight. But Mama V, welcome as well. Jen, we appreciate you. So everybody have a good night, man. We are out. What's good, my Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and I want to tell you before you leave this video today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, share this content, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And as I leave every video, God loves you, which is most importantly, I love you, you're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.
Yeah.